Curse Catcher, a card that is perhaps best used in Legacy.
I got a question for you. Why is Omniscience better than, like, I don't know, Griselbrand or Emrakul? I mean, I guess you can pitch it to Force of Will, so there is that.
I could not tell you.
Well, it should be interesting watching, seeing how he goes off, you know?
Curse Catcher, coming on in.
Turn 2, Phantasmal Image on the Curse Catcher. Do you think he just has the sick read that Travis Allen is now playing Swords to Plowshares?
Well, I mean, if Travis had a Swords to Plowshares, it would be a 2-for-1 against Nicholas. Phantasmal Image needs something to copy.
He may also just have a daze where he's like, what's the worst? Because if the plow hits the Curse Catcher, you can still daze it. It's not like it hits the image.
And he's like, it's a 0-0 until it hits play. So yeah, I'm thinking about this Omniscience deck. I mean, he can go Burning Wish for Living Wish.
Living Wish for Emrakul.
Right?
That's pretty good.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And then the Emrakul, since it's cast,
there's also
gives you a time walk.
Like, once you have Petals of Insight, you do whatever you want.
This is true. Burning Wish for Petals, Jaja. Brainstorm. See the days over there.
Nicholas deciding to daze the Brainstorm. He wants to keep the pressure from the Merfolk and keep it coming.
And Travis draws after the daze hits.
What do you think the chances are that we see Merfolk with less than 4 Mutavaults? Just because of, now that there's Master of the Pearl Trident, Coral Helm Commander, and Lord of Atlantis, it's becoming more and more important to actually have double blue at all times.
Well, one thing that it's worth noticing in Nicholas's deck, this is a shocker to me, 0 Wasteland.
Wow.
In for 2. And then 2 more mana. Another image. All of these little disrupts. Brainstorm response. I bet you that one will work for a Brand Ancestral Recall. Wow. What he's wanting to do here is to get rid of that fetch land to make this Brainstorm much less good. Now the Phantasmal Imaged Curse Catcher will be paid for, but at a cost of getting rid of one of the shuffle effects after the Brainstorm. Does that count as very aggressive?
Well, what do you think of this Omniscience deck with Wrath of God in the sideboard? No white mana.
You can burn for it.
Yep.
Omniscience. Cool.
I mean, he has 2 Lotus Petals, so it is possible for him to assemble the combo. He has a shocking number of kill cards in his sideboard. The cute thing about Petals of Insight is that it gives you an arbitrarily large storm count, too. It's not just like Diabolic Tutor where it's like, go get whatever you want. Petals. Is that a sign that said, I have no idea what I'm doing?
Yes. You can see Jerry Thompson in the background over there, to the left of the judge.
We've heard talk that people want to see the mono blue combo deck he's playing, but Just as a spoiler, it's High Tide. Are you sure?
I love High Tide.
Let us know. Tweet at us.
Yeah, give us a little tweet here at SCG Live. Are you excited about the prospect of watching Jerry Thompson play High Tide? Let us know. In for 4. A mighty clock.
So this is what it's like when they don't have any lords. The beats are still coming though.
That's one of the things that's great about the lands. Once you get the lands to be able to attack, you get a little bit of push in there when otherwise you would be looking very weak. And a foil island. Same art as the other. Is that both foil? It looks like it.
Three show and tell, 4 omniscience.
Wow.
He needs the show and tell on the sideboard. The 4 show and tells
To
on the
burn.
board for Burning Wish 4.
If you're just joining us, this is the Star City Games Live Open Series in Buffalo, New York. It's our first time in New York State. Is this the Empire State? Well, it is round 4 of Legacy, my favorite Magic constructed format. Though it's actually pretty close. I love team constructed.
It's interesting how many ancient tombs and City of Traders Travis has. It makes it so that he could actually just cast his omniscience sometimes.
Right? Burning Wish here. God, that is one of my favorite cards of all time.
So what do you think he's Burning Wishing for? Is it show and tell?
Doesn't he already have a show and tell in hand?
I have no idea.
Overmaster wouldn't be terrible.
Petals of Insight?
And we lose a Phantasmal image on that Burning Wish. And he's like, okay, you got it. How about the Burning Wish now? Sure. Again, aggressively using these Curse Catchers as, I guess you could say, seal of twiddles.
So he is getting show and tell.
Okay. Looks like a City of Traders in hand, along with Show and Tell, Days, Spell Pierce, I think? I'm not sure about that last one. There are no Spell Pierces in the deck, so it's not Spell Pierce.
Probably Omniscience if you don't recognize the artwork.
It could be Personal Tutor. I don't remember what that card looks like. I've only seen it 2 or 3 times.
It looks like a vision of a dream.
In for 3, another Mutavault.
And just like that, Travis is on a 2-turn clock. Interestingly, if the Curse Catcher was still in play, he'd be on a 1-turn clock.
Nicholas Cummings has not done anything other than lay these Curse Catchers and images.
Well, he's delivered the beats.
Oh yeah, but I'm
That's
saying
for sure.
I would be a little frightened if I were Travis facing a Merfolk deck with this kind of situation open. I mean, who knows how much counter magic they have hiding in their hand. Unbeknownst to his opponent, though, Nicholas Cummings runs 0 Force of Will main.
You have to make room somewhere, I suppose.
Show and Tell.
He has 0 in the sideboard.
0 Force main, 0 Force side.
It could be a budget Merfolk deck.
It could be. And this is what I'm putting into play. What are you putting into play? Omniscience.
Gemstone Cavern.
Okay, let's see what happens now. Emrakul? Okay.
Well, that's not game.
No, I'll just take my turn. Omniscience, every spell you play is free. And you still played them. Let's annihilate you.
Why is he backing all his cards up?
That's too many, my friend. He's scooping?
Giant players or
No, he's not scooping. Just sacrificed an extra card just in case. Saving some time.
We go to game 2.
Nicholas coming here. Access to stand still.
I mean, I guess the nice thing about show and telling Omniscience is that your Emrakul has haste.
Right.
So there is that. Coming in from the sideboard, Travis Allen has 3 red elemental blasts. Do you think he'll board in the Pyroclasm, or does he need it in the sideboard for his Burning Wish?
If he's only got 1, I think he needs to keep it in the board. Just have that there as a target. There's more of them in the board than there is moving it into the main. The only reason he would bring the Pyroclasm into the main is if he does not think he will have time to tutor for a Pyroclasm. And then it would be reasonable just to put it in there to draw off the top.
Maybe, do you think he'll trim down on the number of personal tutors a little bit?
Personal tutor's slow. How many does he run?
1. Oh, he only has 1. I thought it was 4. Yeah, he has 1, so I mean, maybe that's...
Jace doesn't seem like a card that I would actually be very excited about in this matchup.
I don't know.
I know that you like yourself some Jaces.
I mean, there are 2 different ways you could do this. You could either Jace, or you could do something that's less good, on that contributes less to society, that has a little bit less love and joy in it. Me, I'm a lover, not a hater. I think that he should probably go and actually take a time out to go find 2 more Jaces.
We have Red Elemental Blast in the board, definitely coming in. On the other side, does Spell Snare come in for Nicholas Cummings? He's already seen Burning Wish and Daze from his opponent.
Well, Daze is definitely one of the least commonly spell snared targets.
This is very true. Let me restate that. We've seen Burning Wish.
Yeah. I think it's tough because these type of decks are traditionally devoid of spell snare targets, but Burning Wish changed that equation. I wouldn't be surprised if he brings it in just because he doesn't have Force of Will available to him and he wants to have some interaction, and he did see Burning Wish already. He probably doesn't know what all his opponent is capable of. So he'd probably bring it in.
I think I'm going to expect Standstill, Sower of Temptation, and Spell Snare in a pinch.
You think Sower of Temptation is really good enough? Is it because, like, when you show and tell, if he puts Emrakul down, you put Sower and you get busy? That doesn't work though, right?
That doesn't necessarily work, I don't think, because
No,
it has
it
to
does.
be in play, right?
Emrakul doesn't have protection from colors. He only has protection from spells.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know that
Can we get a ruling? It might not work.
I know that you can't metamorph or image a creature that's being put into play with the show and tell. It has to be there already, and I think that it's the same otherwise.
Well, it has to. No. Because Metamorph is as comes into play.
Right.
Sower is when comes into play.
Oh, you're right. So the trigger actually would work.
Yeah,
that
so
should
I'm
work
pretty sure
just
it's
fine.
actually the bee's knees.
Yeah, the power of Omniscience. You're right in that it gives Emrakul that kind of hasty ability, because Emrakul is considered cast off of Omniscience, and thus you will get the cast trigger. Nicholas Cummings here on the right, currently 3-0, but I think that he might be outclassed right now by this combo deck running Force of Will.
It definitely seems like it's kind of a tough spot. You know, like there are a number of matchups where it pays off not having the Force of Will. This is definitely the time where you're going to have to pay the piper, though.
I'm not sure if you saw that, but behind Nicholas Cummings, I saw somebody kind of moving through space and time very strangely. He's gone now.
So Doctor Who?
Could well be. Brad Nelson in the background. You might remember him from the
2010?
band. Yeah, 2010. I have to say, one of the most, I'm not even saying this because Ruben is right here, but one of the most hilarious moments that I've had watching any kind of Magic coverage in a while was the interview with Brad Nelson that Ruben did. If you are up to it, it doesn't take much effort to go onto the Star City Game site and go watch it. It's fun.
How long ago was this?
This is from the Invitational, so the Invitational interviewsing. Okay. Players getting their opening hands here. And I'm not sure what they're discussing, but there's a lot of pointing going on. I'm gonna mulligan, says Travis. Yeah, if I was Nicholas, you know, I definitely think that there's a little bit of perhaps budget action going on with this Merfolk deck. And to be fair, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we saw a budget Merfolk deck make, I believe, the finals. Just the nature of a deck can sometimes be strong enough that it doesn't have to be optimal in order to be successful.
Well, it's not always optimal either. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not always just a question. It's not like Force of Will is strictly better. I mean, the Legacy GP, what was it? The Legacy GP in the U.S. before this last one?
Yeah, James.
Was one, yeah, James actually, he won with a, he was another Jupiter Games guy. He actually won with, what was it, 3 Force of Wills? Or no, 0
Force of Will main,
board?
3 in the board. That was James Rinkowitz. And actually, James really impressed me the first time I met him. This was 2 Star City Games Bostons ago. And I came into the tournament hall to see who was here for the Star City Games people. And this was on Friday night. And James and one of his friends were just sitting down playing the High Tide Mirror for hours. Just, they weren't, you know, shortcutting
So you're
anything.
saying they're sadistic?
They were just playing it out because they wanted to see how to win the mirror. That's a lot of dedication, regardless of the sadism.
Well, they are serious. They are serious Legacy players, you know.
I mean, I know I would enjoy playing the High Tide Mirror for a while, but I don't know if I could find somebody in my area that would sit down with me to do it. It used to be able to grab Go Dennis Vidaguris and do that, but now he's a New Yorker. Aether Vial from Nicholas Cummings.
Nicholas Cummings is the man. Killed him stunning. Whoa. How good is Aether Vial in this matchup?
Oh my god. Aether Vial is just so incredible. I'm not sure what just got sacrificed there. I'm
Misty
guessing it's
Rainforest.
okay, thank you. But I'm guessing he's going to find an island of some sort with it. And perhaps a ponder or a preordain or a personal tutor will follow it all up. Now, Nicholas, as we note, might be playing with a budget list, but he did flash that sign to us saying that he has no idea what he's doing. So, I think he's taking this in good stride and just kind of happy to be currently undefeated and hoping that he can hang on to it, but I think slowly feeling the heat of the more seasoned competitors.
Plus, let's be serious. When your opponent casts Emrakul on the 5th turn, like, what are you even supposed to do?
Not be happy about it. Ponder. 3 Moon Ponder. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So, if you, Wizards of the Coast didn't, despite some speculation that they might, didn't ban either Ponder or Snapcaster at the last Standard banning announcement. It seems to me that Standard has turned out pretty okay. How do you feel about that choice?
I mean, it'll be fine. Like, it's a little much right now, but like, at the end of the day, there is enough of a metagame going on, and so far it does seem that M13 has been helpful, as Wizards predicted. That M13 has been helpful for helping balance things out a little bit more. That cards like Thragtusk and Thundermaw and Rancor have helped push in enough other directions that there is a metagame going on. And at the end of the day, Snapcaster is going to be neutered quite a bit when the rotation takes place, and Ponder, Gitaxian Probe, Vapor Snag, Mana weak, all leave.
Right, right. Coral Helm Commander with an Aether Vial on 1. Travis Allen, just verifying what Coral Helm Commander does here. He's got a Lotus Petal and an Island. He could theoretically do something very scary here on this coming turn, presuming Nicholas does not have a Daze.
Or a Curse Catcher.
Or a Curse Catcher in his hand, yeah, you're right. One, two. Burning Wish. God, I just really love Burning Wish. And we get Show and Tell.
For a change.
I do not like the art on Show and Tell.
A little too silly.
It's
It's mildly Cthulhuistic. There's
right?
a little bit of Pastafarian going on.
I like that. Well put. We see a Mutavault from Nicholas. Maybe he'll level up, make his Coral Helm a little bit bigger. 1 level. 2 levels.
You get a at this point.
Here we go. Sorry, I went a little bit.
Attacks for 4 damage.
The Aether Vial at 2, not doing anything else, leads me to believe no Lords, Masters, etc. in his hand. Could
No.
be a Silvergill Adept.
Could be a Coral Helm Commander.
Yep. The damage from a Merfolk deck starts stacking so quickly. You can believe you're in pretty safe shape and then suddenly be staring down 15 damage.
Is it because each of the creatures powers up all of the other creatures?
Exactamundo. And all of the manas are in the pool. Show and Tell. Do you got something?
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Is it okay? Oh, it's okay. Omniscience? Oh, Doctor.
Why didn't he vial down the Lord of Atlantis before? Get the extra damage in there.
Dunno. Emrakul. Griselbrand.
No, I mean, that is 22.
How about I draw 7 cards just to make sure everything's safe?
Huh.
And I have to say, Omniscience Griselbrand seems pretty amazing. Okay, I think, is it possible that if you have Omniscience, that the Griselbrand 7, you can eat all of that cake?
So he flashes down he vials down the image. Now we see.
Oh,
He's not going down without a fight.
you're right. Ain't going down like that. I think that there's going to be another Emrakul that's going to show up, though.
Well, it's tricky when you can draw as many cards as you want and they're all free. I think Nicholas was very much hoping that Travis only had one or the other out of Emrakul and Griselbrand.
I have to say, this is my first time seeing Omniscience in play. It's kind of neat.
Somehow I already knew all of that. So what do you think we're going to see here? Does he just draw 7? He's got a turn waiting. So maybe he just draws 14.
Okay. Loses the 7, draws the 7.
Still has a turn waiting. Might as well just draw 7 more right now. Why not? Let's do this. There are no consequences to my actions. I have Griselbrand and Omniscience in play. And there's Burning Wish. And that's the game because now, I mean, he could just wait, but if he Burning Wishes for petals, he has anything he wants.
Burning Wish.
Of course, he could also get Living Wish. Who knows?
I hope he gets Living Wish. That'd be cool. He goes with the petals. What does that do? Blue 4.
You're gonna have to let me take a look.
Sorcery.
I think when somebody has Omniscience and playing a Burning Wish, it's pretty safe to assume you're not making it out.
Yeah.
And he shakes his hand. Travis Allen is the winner 2-0 versus Nicholas Cummings. Travis ending the game by pedalsing for days, and then eventually grape shotting.
He could do that.
Yep, because you can pedals all the way